Welcome back to Mental Toughness Secrets of Champions. I'm your mental toughness coach, Steve Siebold. Have you ever wondered how society's super achievers rise to the top time after time while most people struggle to survive? I've spent my entire adult life studying this question, and the answer is what I call world-class thinking. I define world-class thinking as the highest level of human consciousness rooted in thoughts of love, abundance, and gratitude. World-class thinkers believe they're 100% responsible for their lives and blame no one for their shortcomings or failures. They aren't waiting to win the lottery to make their dreams come true. They're self-reliant, independent, critical thinkers who make things happen regardless of the circumstances. They focus on what they can control and leave doubt, fear, and worry to their middle-class counterparts. Their mental energy is strategically directed toward a meticulously crafted vision which borders on obsession. Now, don't fall into the middle-class thought process of letting the word obsession freak you out. We're talking about a healthy obsession. It's not obsession through addiction, it's obsession by design. This is one of the key distinctions between the average person and the super achiever. The average person, who we'll refer to as the middle-class thinker, has a core belief that they can cruise to world-class results. Champions know that cruising means losing, and that the secret to greatness is creating a crystal clear vision for your life and thinking about it all the time. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but when I first heard this, I was confused because I couldn't figure how simply thinking about a goal made it come to life. And that's a very common misperception which has been perpetuated in the personal development industry. Not purposely, but by not explaining the rest of the equation. It's really not complicated. World-class thinking builds world-class beliefs. World-class beliefs leads to world-class behavior. World-class behavior creates world-class results. It's that simple. But many people, like me, have been confused because a lot of people who speak and write about success leave out the part that behavior plays. It all comes down to taking action. So my point is, don't complicate the formula for success, and don't sit around thinking about it, waiting for a genie in a bottle to suddenly appear and grant you 3 wishes. It ain't gonna happen. You're either gonna take action or resign yourself to mediocre results. It all starts with world-class thinking, but world-class behavior is what makes your dreams come true. I'll give you an example. I started playing tennis when I was 6 years old, and by the time I was 10, I was one of the best players in the world for my age. My love of the game led me to great coaches who taught me how to think like a world-class athlete. Part of this thinking was a belief which said I had to practice at least 3 hours a day to be able to compete with the best. My behavior followed this belief, and I was successful. 5 years later, I got tired of the training schedule, and I started to believe I would be happier living the normal life of a teenager. The problem was I still wanted all the benefits of being a champion. So instead of quitting, I cut back on my practice schedule and I reduced the amount of effort I put into my training. The results were predictable. I could no longer compete with the best. Here's my point. I knew what it took to win, but my behavior was no longer congruent with my belief. I adopted a belief that I would be happier putting in less effort, and my behavior followed my new belief. My diminishing results were just the end product of what began as a belief. This is the same phenomenon that happens to most people in life.